Non-virgins of Reddit, how did you lose your virginity for the first time, and what's something you wish you knew beforehand? Story 1. With a neighbor girl while we were out fucking around in an abandoned mansion in the woods by where I grew up. We went out with a group of kids, we were 15 or 16 at the time, from the neighborhood, and it kinda just happened. I don't think anyone was planning on getting laid that night, much less my virgin ass. Best frantic, fumbling couple seconds of my life to that point. As far as what I wish I knew, fellas, the first time you go to enter the secret garden, so to speak, it's lower than you think it will be. Take that for what it is. Story 2. Not for my first time, but I did try a glow-in-the-dark condom and it was great fun, but not good for actual sex. My then girlfriend was reduced to fits of laughter by a luminous willy bouncing around the room in pitch darkness. Definitely worth trying. Story 3. My first attempt at losing my virginity. Had my first try with a girl I really didn't like and wasn't attracted to, but I was so nervous I couldn't get it up. It was a totally embarrassing failure. A few weeks later I told my longtime female friend, literally the girl next door, the story about it. She was really interested in all of the details. A few days later she said she had been thinking about it and she wanted to try sex. She asked me to try it with her. Success? We're still great friends decades later. Story 4. Just an advice, but on my first time I wish I knew how little it mattered in the grand scheme of things. Being an anxious, high-strung teenager, I really blew it out of proportion. Of all of the experiences in my life, that one was a tiny blip. Sex for the first time was similar to getting my first dental cleaning. Important for later health and well-being? Yes. Super memorable and beautiful? No. Story 5. 18-year-old me with my then girlfriend of the same age. I'm not sure what I should count as the first time, because we tried a couple of times and I could never get it in. It was very frustrating. I don't exactly remember how we fixed this, but a few tries later we tried again, and it worked. Best advice I can give is, give yourself and your partner time. It will eventually work out. Story 6. My first time was with my now ex-fiancé of 5 years. 3 months after we left school and college he asked me to be his girlfriend. About 4 to 6 months in the relationship we wanted to have sex and make sure we were ready. We were both virgins so we had no idea how to put a condom on. It was awkward for half an hour. Know how to put a condom on properly beforehand. It helps a lot. Story 7. It was actually pretty good and enjoyable for both of us. We were both 16-year virgins. I was a pretty clued-in teenager given this was the early stages of the internet, but she was the real reason it was enjoyable. I guess it was kind of Hollywood. We both went to her room while her parents were out, made sure both of us were as comfortable as we could be. I gave her a massage and then I explored her body and listened to her reactions. I learned she had been doing Kegel exercises for a few years by then, and she learned that all the guitar I played had other benefits. We also discovered that she was allergic to latex afterwards though. Ends up it was hereditary. Her mom was also pretty cool about it, so overall 10/10 would do again. So in the bucket of things that I wish I knew beforehand, the latex allergy. Story 8. Just an advice, but a very important one. Don't do it drunk. It'll be even more awkward and uncomfortable and sometimes the little soldier won't even stand to attention. Story 9. Was 13, I know, young, with my 14-year-old friend, female. There's nervousness involved and it's nothing like you would imagine, especially with a condom. Neither of us finished because eventually the condom just turned me off and I couldn't get hard again. My advice? Do it later than 13. Hey guys. Due to this being my first video, I had to learn everything from the ground up. So if you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would mean much to me. And now go on with your day and have a beautiful one.